So when you come to see us for an audiological evaluation, otherwise known as a hearing test, there's multiple parts of your auditory system that we're testing. The first thing that we do is we look in your ear canals to make sure that they're nice and clear and healthy. If you had something like impacted wax that was blocking sound from getting into your auditory system, we would be able to tell with this part of the test. Then we go into the sound booth and do something called tympanometry. Tympanometry tests your middle ear and how well your eardrum is able to move back and forth. If you had something like congestion from a cold, negative pressure, or fluid from an ear infection behind your eardrum, we'd be able to tell with this part of the test. Then we move on to the part of the hearing test that everybody associates with a hearing test, and that's pressing a button when you hear a beep. This is testing your cochlea, which is your hearing organ. That's looking at how well your cochlea is able to detect that sounds are happening. Finally, we have you repeat back words in a couple of different ways. By repeating back the words, we're looking at how well your cochlea is communicating with your brain through your auditory nerve, or how well your brain is able to process speech. So not just detecting sounds, but what is your brain and auditory nerve able to do with signals when they're made loud enough for you to hear? We test each of these parts individually, but also, of course, look at how well they work together as a team. By looking at all of these individual parts, we're not only able to determine where the site of dysfunction or problem might be, but that helps us to make our best recommendation for our patients in order to hear better.